Never fear, the Black Belt Bots are here, presenting another epic experience with your host, RJ Redden.
Greetings, grasshoppers. Welcome to the Epic Engagement Adventure. I am, of course, your host. If you don't know who I am, well, I'm a creator of Epic Engagement Adventures. And on this show, I invite others who are also creating epic engagement in their businesses. First, let me just warn you all. My producer, Russ, told me to keep my hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times during the run of this show. And I assume because we have somebody who is going to create a roller coaster ride of emotions, who is going to dazzle you with her amount of knowledge and probably floor you just with her kindness and with her knowledge. So let me present to you Anna Andrea. Anna is an epic event planner and producer who makes all of the nightmare of planning an event go away. Listen, let me tell you, it ain't easy out there. Anna and I did a deal. Was it 3 weeks ago? Was it 4? I don't know. We did Butts and Seats live. It was grand. It was fabulous. It was, of course, epic. But what made it epic was Anna's talent. So, Anna, come on up here and tell us about yourself.
Oh my gosh, what an intro, RJ. Hi. So happy to see you and hear you. I'm so glad you have me on. A little bit about me. Well, I'm from El Salvador. I will, like RJ said, help you with the nightmare and turn it into a dream. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I don't do sugar coating unless it's in a piece of cake. That's the only way I do sugar coatings, okay? Because it is a roller coaster of emotions, like you were saying, RJ, right? It is a roller coaster of emotions because we're human and we're trying to put something together that has a lot of pieces. And the phrase "it takes a village" there's a reason why we say it takes a village, because it really does. When you have a good team with you, then all this running around like a headless chicken, that's how I say it, right? Like you feel, that's how you feel, like a headless chicken running around. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what do we do? What do we do? And you're freaking out. And when you have a guide and everything, and a team that is supporting you, keyword support, it turns into something magical and fun. And I'm all about the fun. So, I mean, that's not a lot about me, but about what I do. I'm creating all those boring ass events into irresistible experiences that the audience gets eager to come to your events, wants to bring friends, wants to come because they've had a transformation. And after the event, because the event is not the end, the event is just the backbone of your business. After the event, create a sustainable strategy so that you can nurture your audience and have them come back every single time. We love events. I love events. I decided to go deep into events because I love technology and I love events and I hate choosing. So I decided to choose both. I don't like to choose both. It's the way I am. And I chose both and I put them together. And my love of technology, my love of marketing, my love of events into this creation, because events have changed my life, transformed the way I think, the way I feel about myself, the way my business is set up. I've learned so much and I've met amazing people, and that's the key here. And that's why I want to emphasize on, I've met amazing people that have changed my life.
Well, you certainly changed mine. What led you, what was the moment that really led you to go, that's it, event planning. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Was there a single moment or was it a series of things?
It's a great question. A series of situations. My mother. Let's start with my mother. Well, let me backtrack. I had no idea when I was growing up what the heck I was going to do with my life. There's kids
Been there.
that they know exactly what they're going to be, and they become, and they're amazing at it. I've seen it. My cousin is one of those. She wanted to be a doctor and she became a doctor. Right? So, but I didn't. As the psychedelic sheep in the family, I
psychedelic sheep. Oh my God. Okay, continue.
No, because black is not okay. Be colorful. I had no idea what I wanted to do, so I jumped around a lot of things. I love traveling. I'm obsessed with traveling. And I thought that that's what I wanted to study. My parents were encouraging me to go to college, because they have degrees. My bio dad, he's like, has masters and like so many like things. And I'm like, just as my rebel spirit, I was like, no, just because you're telling me you want that, I don't want it. Very Lorelai Gilmore. Extremely. So I realized that a few days ago while I was watching the Gilmore Girls rerun. So I was like, oh my gosh, but at the end of the day, I realized that I didn't need an actual bachelor's degree to make a successful career. So I went to the university with another mindset, with the mindset of studying something I liked so I can make a career out of it. And I hated the bachelor in tourism classes. I hated them. That's what I started to study. And then I saw the curriculum, and it was like, whoa, what can I do? Because this was the communications faculty in Argentina. Argentina is the most creative part of Latin America. 100%. Everybody copies Argentina. And everybody's going to come at me. But I'm like, guys, you got to, it's the truth. you gotta praise what's praisable, right? It's true. And I was like, okay, let's do something creative. And I was not born for an office job. I get bored.
Yes.
So bored. And I needed something that changed every day and that's different. And events is that. I know that events require a lot of some of things in my personality that I had to work on that I don't naturally have. But the idea of creating experiences that are so different for everybody, I don't know, it makes so fun. And I thrive in chaos. And events is chaos. And I thrive in chaos. It's like, bring me a problem and I'll give you a solution. And then if you don't like that solution, I'll give you another solution. And then if you don't like that solution, well, F you, right? Like, don't come at me and ask me for help when you don't want my solutions.
Well, beautiful. Yeah, I experienced a lot of those things too, and it led me to the place where I am today. No college degree would have prepared me for this. So in your event life, Anna, what's the biggest win you'd helped a client with? What's the coolest story you have about being an event planner?
Well, it was 2020. The world was shutting down. I don't mean dramatic. World was shutting down. And I have this, she's my favorite client. She's the first client I ever had in the summit production era. Like, I've had clients in Spanish, like I was doing Spanish, and then I moved. Like, it's been a journey to get here. And my mother, and that's why I said my mother, right? And this is where my mother comes in. She joined this program for list building. And in the program for list building, guess what the strategy was? Summits. And then my mom was like, well, you're an event planner. You're super good at web design and funnel design and website and graphic design. And like, you are a writer. I'm so like, I have a lot of passions. I'm multi-passionate. And she was like, all of those things are needed to produce a summit online. They need a registration page. They need an email sequence. They need some copywriting. They need all the things that you already do. So I'm going to start recommending you to the people here. And I'm like, but Mom, they call them VAs. I'm not a VA. I'm a producer. It's a very different thing. Yes, I started as an admin VA back in 2014, but come on. Like, I know how to do those things, but they're boring. They suck my soul purpose out. So some people love them. Some people are obsessed about organizing and business and all that. And that power to you. And we need you guys. Please be excited about those things. Oh my God. But I'm like, and so she introduced me to Helen. And Helen is this lady that she was in the sexual revolution in the 60s. She's a sexual therapist. And for me and my family and growing up, that's a taboo. So I love it. And I love that industry. And oh my gosh, and she retired. But on 2020 and 2019, we did our first summit. And she was the first one that had faith in me and said, Anna, I believe you. I know that you know what you're talking about. So I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna hire you. And then in 2020, as the world was shutting down, this is my favorite win. We redid the summit for the second time. And she felt so much at ease, but it was like 30 days of really intense work because she would like book a lot of calls. But she was so happy because she made over 10,000 leads and over $60,000 with that summit in 2020.
Yeah.
So I was like so happy, over the moon.
Wow. That's incredible progress. And with your first, you know what I mean? Isn't that... second one. Sorry.
Second one.
So how, if I may ask, I know a lot of my listeners out there kind of think about, building lists and things like that. How, and you said that to me many times, that the best thing you can do if you want to build your list is hold a summit. Why does that help so much? Can you tell me what the deal is with that?
Collaboration.
All right.
That's it. In one word, is collaboration.
All right. I'm going to ask you for a few more words.
Yeah. So let me give you more words. But the word that it's collaboration. It's helping each other out. We help each other out, promote this one thing to help the host build their list and also to build our list. So a good summit is going to be successful when all its parts are getting an ROI and an ROE. So return on investment and return on entertainment. Entertainment is so important because if they're not having fun, they're not going to get committed, because once you commit, then you can have fun. But if you don't commit to that event, right, then the speakers are not going to promote it. And like at the beginning, so Summit they have had a lot of, it has had so many things have happened in the past 3 years. But at the beginning, summits were this thing where everybody promoted it, the speakers. And now it's really hard to get speakers to promote your summit. Mm-hmm. But it's still a great way to build your email list, because when you partner with speakers, instead of just telling them to be part of a talk, see the difference?
Yeah. Go into that for me.
Okay. So the difference is the level of commitment they have with you.
Yeah.
And how do we do this? We have to create win-win-win-win-win scenarios where you win as a host, the speaker wins, and the attendee wins. So when you create an experience that has to do with their audience, it's going to help them build their list and their pockets. It is something that is a real problem and it's annoying them as well. They are committed to the vision. So I always tell my clients, we need to create a vision of the event and a mission of the event. Just like you have one for your business, we create one for every event. What is the vision? What do we want to achieve? What do we want for them to achieve? How do they want to feel? And then we dream together that transformation. And we involve everybody. Not with opinions on like, hey, what about this and blah, blah, blah. But we involve them in the conversation. When you're creating your summit, you involve the speaker and you let them know what the hell you're doing. If you ask them to be a speaker and then you disappear for 3 months and then come back, okay, it's promotion time. How do you expect them to collaborate with you and be a partner in a summit? So that's the antidote of what's happening with the list building situation. We still can build a great list today. Even with all the bad summits that have been created, we can make better summits. And like, that's what happens. Like when you commit and when we collaborate and when we connect with each other, we can build businesses together because there's abundance. There's abundance. You have no idea how excited I get to find a colleague of mine. When I say colleague, I mean another event planner that is doing virtual events.
Yeah.
And we collaborate together because we understand the principle of the village. The more, the merrier, the less we carry by ourselves.
Yes.
And I understand the control freak nature, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a control freak. It's really hard for me to delegate because I know I could do it faster, better, whatever my mind thinks and my ego believes, whatever. It's hard to delegate. But when we do and we can trust others, they're going to trust themselves and they're going to do a good job.
Yeah.
It's like backwards. You have to trust them first. And it's so hard. But the benefit is that we spread the load and it doesn't feel heavy and it can feel fun now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because if you are the one putting everything together, producing everything by yourself, all of that, you know, what happens real fast is that decision fatigue. And, you know, you begin to dread the very event that you're trying to put on because so much of it falls on you. And, you know, I mean, I know that when I get decision fatigue, it's just, you know, you start to burn out on the thing before you've even put it on. What kind of energy and love are you bringing to the table then? You know, but when you have people to share that load, when you have collaborators and planners, yeah, you're adding more people into the mix. It takes longer to get some decisions made because you need a consensus, but you get to relax and have fun with your event. And then bringing that kind of energy and love to the table is a whole different story.
Mm-hmm. Because everybody can feel your energy.
Right. They know. They know without you saying a word. They know.
And they can't pinpoint it. They can't give words to it if they're not that in tune and aware of things. But subconsciously, they know.
Yeah, they know. Well, so gosh, I'm just I'm super interested in hearing about, you know, these summits and the collaboration group. There was a guy, gosh, I know his first name is Muhammad, but and he's from Canada. I don't remember his last name though. Husseini. He was doing something similar. It was a giveaway last year, actually. But he said it's not your normal giveaway. We meet all of the people doing the giveaway. We meet, we collaborate, we you know, put each other on each other's shows. We we are a group. We are marching forward together in this thing, and it makes his giveaways much more, I mean, just substantially more fun, and more profitable, because it's not just him throwing a giveaway and collecting a bunch of, people giving away a PDF. It's the real deal. Gosh, I can only imagine. Someday I'm going to put on a summit. Someday.
We can do it.
I know. Well, you are amazing. So obviously, yes, it can be done.
Yes, and same back at you.
Oh, well.
Of course. And like when you work with people that can take action and feedback, that's the key.
It's about that.
Action.
It's about action and feedback, and not letting anything drop. It's, events are not easy at all. They're not. If you think you are, you haven't put one on yet. And so, gosh, more power to you for doing these things. So, if there's some coaches out there who need and or want to build their lists, what's a first step that they can do, Anna? What's the, if it's a summit, what's the first step towards making that happen?
Okay, so the first step into making that happen is to sit down and decide the goals.
Mm-hmm.
We need to decide the goals. Like if it's list building the goal, okay. Is there anything else? Because there could be more than one goal. There could be up to 5 goals. And you can have all those goals, but we have to have a flagship goal. So if it's list building, then what we're looking for is to create a really good marketing strategy.
Yeah.
So that would be the second step. So I went a little bit ahead there. But like if we're thinking accountability and brand awareness as a goal, for example, or monetary, money could be a goal. Money is a great goal. And then we would have to structure some things inside of the event. So it's important to define the goals first in order to go and then make more decisions.
Okay. So everybody out there, I want you thinking about that goal. I want you to, think about that goal. And if it's a list building, great. But as Anna mentioned, there's a lot of other things. There's monetization, there's brand awareness, there's bringing people into community. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do with your summit. I guess I've talked on a lot of summits, but I talked on one about 2 months ago, and I realized that every one of those speakers, had some for me. You know what I mean? It's very rare for me to attend a summit that I'm speaking on, but I was there every single time that I could be in there, offering value when I could, contributing my opinions when I, just whatever. Getting into the mix, shall we say. And some partnerships have come out of that are just incredible.
Exactly. And that's one of the benefits that the speakers are missing, the ones that are not interested in like participating on that promotion where they speak. I think it's so important that you find, and that would be like maybe part of the first steps of who you're going to bring and the expertise after you've done a lot of other stuff. Okay. So this is another first step, but in another area. Don't confuse when you're doing the speaker search, right? It's like you want to partner with people, not just because of their email list, but because of that. Are they going to be involved? Do they care?
Do they care?
Do they give something about your stuff? If they do, then they're going to show up like you just did for that summit.
Exactly.
And that's what you want. You want to create an environment and an experience that's irresistible for everybody.
Yep, you do. You do. Well, we're coming up onto the end of our time, Miss Anna. Any the bottom of the screen, there's some stuff flying by. Irresistiblemarketinglab.com. That's where you learn more about my Anna. There's also Anna on Instagram. That's been floating by too. And where's the very best next step for people who want to talk to you about event planning or just, a day in the life of Anna Andrea? Where should they go? What should they do?
So I hang out on Instagram. I'm hanging out more time on TikTok, Clubhouse as well. You can find me on Clubhouse just by my name, Anna Andrea, because I couldn't get Irresistible Latina. They don't accept too many characters as username. It's okay. I am hosting rooms there. We're going to start hosting rooms there with RJ. I also have a club, and I will be hosting more rooms throughout the year to have conversations about this so you can have peace of mind, because that's one of my goals. One of my goals is to give you peace of mind, because I know that when you have the right information, you can take the right action. And if I don't know something and if I make a mistake, I'm going to be the first one to apologize and to find out for you, because I do not know it all. But you can find, we can learn all together.
Yeah.
And that's why I like about hanging out on Clubhouse, right? That we can have conversations, and on Instagram too, on the videos, on the lives, we can have conversations. So on Instagram is Irresistible Latina, and on Clubhouse is Anna Andrea, ANNA, and then Andrea, ANDREA.
I love saying your name, by the way. It just makes me, it just rolls off the tongue. It's beautiful. I do want to thank you for dropping by and giving us some of your precious time, and some of your hard-won experience. I do appreciate, time is the one thing that we cannot get back. And thank you for giving to the audience here and being your beautiful, wonderful self. And with that, my friends, next week, same bot time, same bot channel, come and see the Epic Engagement Adventure. In the meantime, my friends, take care of each other and, take action, build relationships, my friends. That's all I have for now. Russ, will you take us out?
Never fear, the Black Belt Bots are here, presenting another epic experience with your host, RJ Redden.